Because you have to be a diehard to go to church Sunday after Sunday after Sunday. You guys must be true believers. You must believe what the Word is saying. Because if you didn't believe what the Bible says, you know what I mean? When it says forgive your enemies, and you do, you must be a believer. You must believe what God is telling you. When He says assemble yourself together in my name, and you come Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, you're a believer. You believe what the Word is telling you. You know, because I get down on myself sometimes and I'm going, you know what? If I believed more, I'd spend more time in the Word. If I believed more, I would get in there and study. If I believed more, obviously I need to get in the Word, because obviously, we would look in that book, we would study it, we would flip through the pages, we would be writing things down. We would do it day after day after day. We'd put a lot of time in that if we would really believe what it said is good for me. If we really believed it had all the answers, we would. Because let me tell you, what interests you is what you study on. What's important to you, you'll do. You'll make a priority out of it and go, this is important. And the enemy has beat us up so bad and has thrown so much, it doesn't work, and has thrown so much at us that, you start laying it aside and you start not believing what it says, because he knows the power in the Word. We forget. We forget how much power. It tells you how to live. It tells you how to be healthy. It tells you how to do your finances. It tells you how to treat your neighbor. It tells you how to be prosperous. It has all the answers in there. It's your constitution. It tells you what's legal and what's not legal. Because you went to the creator of the earth, who created every cell in your body, where science can't figure out all that stuff, who made. And if you want to know something, when something breaks down, you want to go to the manufacturer, the person that made it. And you say, I did this, and they say, it won't work like that because that's not how I designed it. So if you want to find out something, you have to go to the manufacturer. And the creator, God, is a manufacturer of the earth, everything on it. He manufactured it, how your body's made. When he says don't do it, and we do it anyways, and we go, I don't know why it don't work, because he goes, don't do it. We really have to look in the Word. It has how to run a business. It runs how to stay healthy. It says how to lead a peaceful and blessed life. Because you know what? We don't live a peaceful and blessed life because we don't do what the Word says. The enemy, it says that you have an enemy that roams to and fro. You know what? He's worthless without a body, a flesh that he can work through. He's going to do. But if you don't do anything about it, then he can't get nothing done. If he says, oh, don't like them, I don't like them. If you don't grab that, if we're wise enough to go, but the Bible says I'm to forgive. The Bible says I'm to love my enemies. But the Word says to forgive 7 times 70. The Word says he has to shut his mouth. He can't put no seeds. If you don't put seed in the good soil, it don't grow. So if you don't let the bad seed in, because you defend it with what? No, that's not what the Word says. But if I don't know the Word, I can't counter that. People, you look on the internet and they say all kinds of stuff. Well, you have to have a little wisdom to know, like, that's absolutely ridiculous. That won't work. I don't care what they say. This ain't working. This is not going to work, because you have to have knowledge of what they're talking about. So we have to have knowledge how the world works. If we have knowledge how the spiritual realm works, if we have to have knowledge how your body works, if we have to have that, it's in our constitution, because we came from the kingdom of heaven. You're heaven's citizens. You came from there. You knew God before you got here. Because He created you, that's what the Word says. So, you need to go to manufacturing and find out, this is how I get blessed. This is how I get cursed. This is how it will not work and it will work. You have to go to that. You know, like I said, I know that you are true believers because I see you Sunday after Sunday after Sunday. And when I don't want to get up, I'm going, gotta get up. I gotta get up. And boy, I'm so glad when I get here and I see your faces because I'm glad I'm not standing by myself. True believers. I said, will I find faith upon the earth? Will I find it? Well, you can because you took your time and got up. And you keep doing it over and over and over. And then when the enemy and people beat you up all week, you still go, I'm going. That makes you a diehard. That makes you a believer. That means, oh, I don't see what you're doing, God, but I believe that you're doing something. And I'm going to the house of God, and I'm going to thank you for what you're going to do and what you did. And I'm going to believe that you have better for me because the Word says I'm blessed and I'm not cursed. I'm healthy, whole, and well. You have everything for me because I come from the kingdom. The Word says it's mine if I claim it. The Word says if I do what you say, I get the blessings. And I'm going to learn what I'm not doing today so I can get my blessings tomorrow so I can change. So I can change. Because our ignorance will kill us. It does. It kills people every day. When you see people doing very ignorant things, you go, what's wrong with them? That's not even common sense. And that's probably what God says to us. What are you doing? What are you doing? I told you over and over, don't do that. It's bad for you. And they do it. Let's thank Him today. Let's worship Him because that's why you're here. Not for anybody that's in the building because you're here because God said this is your church. And if you don't hold on to your church, the church will go away. If you don't come every week, you won't leave this building. And you're important to His kingdom. And you're important to hear what God has to say.